Hi, I'm Wendy from Macpherson National Childcare Centre. We are a voluntary welfare organisation. By now, I hope you know what are the 3 R's. It does not mean recycle, reuse, and reduce. It means being respectful towards the children, being responsive, and being reciprocal towards the children. Yeah, when we were tasked to, as you saw, the work plan, I think it's quite a big chunk of work from us. And but I kind of, during the whole sessions that we attended, I attended with my VP. We found that we really liked the so-called the notes that they gave us and the videos that were produced by ACDA. It makes it easy for us to conduct for the teachers because they have everything there for us to implement. We included our aunties in these sessions when we conducted in our in-house. A total of 6 sessions that we actually conducted, 3 in English and 3 in Chinese. Majority of our staff are Chinese speaking. As you know, some of our aunties are not even trained in ECCE, so it makes it tougher in that sense. So we had to translate the slides into Chinese, which one of my VP actually did it. Why we took so much time to do that? Because we wanted to make it or to impress on our teachers and aunties that they are really very important in the early years, from the 0 to 3 years old. And a lot of time, I think they felt very neglected because, like was mentioned earlier, there is hardly any courses that is available to them to attend. Needless to say, more so for the aunties, because they always feel that they are not that important. When we implemented this course to our staff, I think what they like about this is that they become more conscious about how to interact with the children. I think a lot of time, I think we do know at the back of our mind that what we should do, but I think unconsciously sometimes we do what the things that is not really helpful for the children. And through this sharing, we had a lot of sharing, I think, which sometimes because we are so busy, we have hardly any time to talk. We are always rushing from point A to point B with our routine times and all this. So a lot of building up of this sharing, and there's this interaction between the staff as well as with the staff and the children as well. What are the challenges and limitations is that the teacher actually feel very overwhelmed because we have so many young children that we have to take care of. So sometimes it's really not possible to implement all these 3 R's consciously. But after the training, the aunties and our teachers have a better and clearer understanding of what it means to apply the 3 R's in our daily interactions with the children. And they feel more equipped with this implementation. And because of the videos, which is really, I think we should thank ACDA because it's locally produced with in one of the centers, so that I think the teachers and the staff could really identify and relate to the videos, and it's in 3 parts on the 3 R's. So this is some of the slides that we have done. After the whole implementation, we observed the teachers and the staff in their interaction. So in this on this topic on respect, we were told, or the teachers were told that they need to explain what is happening and all this. Of course, during their trainings, they have most probably gone through all this, but this is a reminder for them. And it's more so for the aunties as well, that we approach the children from the front. A lot of time, sometimes we just carry the child from the back, and that sometimes gives the child a shock. So this is a reminder also to teachers to approach the child from the front and talk to them, especially at the eye level. And of course, a smile from a teacher and the caregiver really make a lot of difference, because sometimes the children also can sense that whether the teacher is in a bad mood or in a good mood. Yeah. So being responsive, yeah. Teachers have to be attentive to the needs of children. All our children have very different temperaments. So teachers being very conscious about all this is really very important. Likewise for the aunties that are also helping them during the class time. And teachers to assure that they are always there for the child, and that even if the child misbehave, they are still there to guide and to help the child to change or to even be comforted in their needs. And on the topic of reciprocity, that teacher also recognizes the importance of consistency in interacting with children. I think to be able to allow the children to be consistent in the way that they relate with them, and conversing with the children. I think in turn taking, a lot of time we take it for granted that I tell you, you do what I tell you. Children are too young to make decisions. So this is likewise, I think, a good reminder to our staff that, young children also need time to reciprocate in this conversation, even though they are very young or they might not even be able to articulate their needs. But their body language should be able to give us a necessary sign or what they actually needed. Okay, yeah. So on behalf of RAI, during our networking, these are some of the feedback that the center leaders have given during the session that we had. So these are what they have shared. A better understanding of the 3 R's, a clearer understanding on how to apply it and mentor teachers. The 3 R's could also be shared and implemented with colleagues and adults. Participants' sharing of their respective work plan were helpful in providing ideas on conducting and sharing. I've learned various methods on idea sharing, hearing the ground practices and how center leaders respond to practices and challenges. Plans shared by other participants enabled me to put good learning points into practice. Case studies were very helpful. The turning of good practices to bad and vice versa were enriching. The peer sharing sessions and the videos were good and helped to enhance pointers raised. The sharing and collaboration among the teachers helped me as a principal to understand their difficulties. This framework I can take away for conducting training with my teachers on implementing the 3 R's in our preschool. Learn good practices and how program was carried out, implemented by different centers. I find the peer sharing practical and enriching. And with that, I thank you.